Well, hello. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Thursday Night Cruise Chat Live. I'm Walter, your independent travel advisor. And as always, I got my wife, Rebecca, sitting right off camera. Welcome to the new place. We're riding along there. We're riding along on the Symphony of the Seas behind me. That's the view from there. I'll go this way. That's the view from our junior suite when we sailed on her December about a year ago. So, hey, Becky, Betty, Jen, Norma, Cindy, hello, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the show. If you're new to the show or you're new to the channel, I'm Walter, your independent travel advisor with Where's Walter Travel, and we help you all with your cruise, land, luxury, or expedition travel. As always, our services are 100% free, but your memories are priceless. So thank you so much for everybody who has supported us on our journey. We are having an amazing time booking so many awesome cruises and travels for all y'all. So now tonight, we had originally planned to have Bentley joining us from Carnival Cruise Line, but unfortunately her schedule changed. So she's going to come at a later date. We're going to work out a new time for her to come here because we got so much to talk about. Man, we got Celebration Key, we got the Jubilee, we got so many things to talk about with Carnival. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold off until Bentley gets here, and maybe she'll bring that video of her singing very loudly with Gwen Stefani. Like she's not on stage with Gwen Stefani, but she's screaming her little heart out and singing. So yeah, hey Desiree, how are you? Hi Nurse Tara, how are you? Oh boy, we got Tara on a big old group getting set up on the Carnival Pride. That's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it back there. Oh, wait, now it's out of focus. Hold on. Come on, camera. Focus on me. Hello. There we go. I'm the star, not back there. Camera's on autofocus. It's really liking the backdrop back there. But yeah, and if you don't know, by the way, you're watching me here, I've got over 40 hours of this stuff on our channel right now. Because, when we were in the pandemic, what I really missed more than anything else, what were these views right here. And I said to Rebecca, when we get back on the ship, I'm just going to start setting up a camera. I'm going to let it roll. Because everybody's asking me, are you doing a time lapse? No, I'm not doing a time lapse. I'm doing real time. This is what I want to watch right there. So camera, hello, I'm here. There you go. Focus on me. Hey, Chuck, how are you? Good to see you. Eric, hi, how are you? Eric, good to see you. It's not quite so early in the morning. You can join us for this one here. But welcome. Oh, Nurse Tara, it is our absolute pleasure to be helping you with your vow renewal. It's so much fun. I love doing it with y'all. And yeah, I just love helping you guys. Man, the camera just loves that background. Hello, camera. I'm up here. Camera, focus on me.
This may be an experiment that didn't work.
What, this? No, it just means I'm going to turn off the autofocus in the future. So it says focus on me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, hey, Jen, so your husband did a time lapse from your hotel in Auckland. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, so I have over 40 hours of this stuff. I got the wake, I got the balconies, I've got sunrises and sunsets. I even on Ocean Key, I set the camera up like on the shore and just let it do some like really fun stuff with the shore as well. So it's just I just love putting this stuff on in the background while it's going. And there's no music, there's no nothing. It's the actual sound. You got wind, you got waves, you got whatever the sound was. When we were sailing, that's pretty much what the sound is on there. So yeah, it is very, very cool back there. So what I thought we would do, since Bentley couldn't join us tonight, I thought, you know what? Why don't we talk about a subject that I talked to a lot of you guys about? It's probably one of the biggest topics of conversation when we're talking about booking a cruise or booking any kind of travel. Really, are those upgrades worth it? There's so many things that you can buy today, right? Because there's the cruise fare. And then there's everything else that comes with a cruise. And like, is the drinks package worth it? Is the plus package worth it? Is the premier package worth it? Is the Wi-Fi worth it? Is this worth it? Is that worth it? Is that? So I thought, why don't we just talk for a little bit about some of these upgrades. I'm going to ask you guys what you all think. And, let's have a little discussion about these upgrades and are they worth it? And Michael. So I'm just going to remind everybody, Michael has a special place in my heart because Michael, literally, I think we were open for a week, maybe 2 weeks. And Michael wasted no time. He reached out and said, hey, I want to work with you. And literally our very first booking was Michael and his mom. So guys, you will always have a special place in my heart. And I thank you so much for your support and sticking with us for all this time. So first question, I'm going to throw a question out there to start. First of all, I'm going to remind you all that links to contact us are in the description. So if you want to talk to us about a cruise, a land tour, theme parks, expeditions, luxury travel, whatever it is you want to talk about, up to and including private jets. We can get you private jets now. Yes, we can. I've got limo services all over the world. I've got private jets that can fly you all over the world. Oh, we got all kinds of fun stuff that we could totally do. So as a reminder, there are links in the description down below if you want to reach out and chat. Michael, you're blushing. I love it. I love it. I love it. And say hey to your mom for us, will you, please? But, you know, the first thing I want to talk about are the upgrades. Boy, this is a big topic of discussion. So first question for y'all, have you bid on a cruise upgrade? And how did it go? I mean, did you win the bid? And if you did win the bid, were you happy with what you got? So let's talk about the whole bidding process, because I get so many questions about this. So it used to be back in the day that you might show up at the cruise terminal and the nice cruise agent would say, hey, we have an extra suite, or we have an extra balcony, or we have an extra junior suite, or whatever it was. And they would say, we're going to give it to you. That used to be fun when that happened. It was so lovely when that kind of a thing happened. And then the cruise line, somebody at the cruise lines realized, hey, you know what? We could make people bid on these things and we could make some money off of them. Instead of just giving them, why are we giving away extra cabin? Let's let people bid on them. Let's put a wait list in place. So if people bid and win, then we've got people in the wait list to slide in behind them. And so now there's this whole bidding process. And there's a couple of things that you need to understand about the bidding process. So number one, just because they send you that long list of cabins that says, hey, we have this list of cabins and here's the minimum suggested bid for each category, doesn't mean any of those cabins are actually available. What the cruise line is doing is they're hedging their bets that somebody might cancel, or somebody in a category that you're going to bid on is bidding on something higher and they're going to move up so you can take their cabin. But it's very possible, like you're bidding on a suite. None of those suites are actually available on the ship. It's just they might become available. And if they are, well, and you win the bid, well, then you get it. So, you know, sometimes people are like, well, you know, I keep bidding on the junior suite and I never win one. Well, maybe there wasn't a junior suite open to begin with, or there were just so many people ahead of you that you didn't get it. Now, number two about the bid. If your bid is accepted, they do not reach out to you and go, Walter, would you like this junior suite that you bid on? Like, no, you are automatically, you've got the junior suite, you are moved, you're out of your cabin, you can't go back to your old cabin. So you are automatically moved and you have no say in where you're going. The only chance that you could have to have a say in where you are is if you happen to be moved into a category and there happen to be other somehow empty cabins around you. It's probably not going to happen. So when they move you, you're technically going to be in a better category, but where you are on the ship may or may not be a better location than where you were originally. And that's something that I really want to emphasize, because especially when we work with y'all, you know, we try to find, you know, we look at the cabin. Even when you guys pick a cabin, I'm like, all right, let's look below you, let's look above you. What's going on? Is this a good place on the ship? And then based on what you're asking for, we're putting you like specific places on the ship. There might be some vibration here. There might be a lot of movement there. Let's not go there. So when you win the bid, well, you are definitely going to get into an upgraded category, but you might not be in an upgraded location. So that's something that you always have to keep in mind, because at every tier, so we got interior, ocean view, balcony, suite. At every tier, there's the bottom level and the top level. And usually the bottom levels are closer to the front and the back of the ship. And then the upper levels are going to be more towards the middle of the ship. So like, even if you step up to like a quote unquote first level suite, you might be all the way on the back, and maybe you didn't want to be all the way on the back, or maybe you're all the way in the bow. You didn't want to be all the way in the bow. It's an upgraded cabin, but you know, now you're in some of these locations. So you got to be really, really careful with these bids. Let's see what some people are saying. Let's see. Cindy, you're scared to bid into a bad area of a ship, right? You know, that is the concern. I mean, Rebecca, what are your thoughts on bidding?
We've only ever done it once, and that was Virgin. And we had an interior cabin, and I regretted having the interior. But to actually upgrade was going to cost too much because that was a Thanksgiving sailing. So I did the bid just $50 over the minimum. And with Virgin, and Eric is right, your bid is normally doubled, but with Virgin, the minimum bid they show you is actually the minimum bid for the cabin.
Right.
So Virgin is different from everybody else. So I knew that it wasn't going, I knew I could be anywhere on the ship, and maybe I'd be somewhere we didn't like, but I would have my hammock.
Yeah, she wanted her hammock.
And I was really, and I don't think I can ever go on a Virgin ship again and not go in the cabin with my hammock, because I really, I tried the idea of an interior.
Once you get that hammock, forget it.
Yeah, I could do an interior on almost any other ship as long as they're big enough. I don't like those really tiny interiors.
Really small ones, yeah.
But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it.
So Virgin hangs a hammock in an interior, then Rebecca will be okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Nurse Tara, they don't do that anymore on very rare occasions. And in fact, Princess still has an option in the booking that says that has a free upgrade in there. And I usually select for my client upgrade only to the next category. So don't upgrade me from an IA interior into an IB interior, because that's not really much of an upgrade. Upgrade me from an interior to an ocean view, or ocean view to balcony, or balcony to mini suite to suite. So Princess still has that, and on very rare occasions, and I am talking very rare occasions, they may go ahead and upgrade one of our clients. Becky, you haven't bid before, but you're contemplating it for Alaska for a balcony if the opportunity arises. On the fence, since you're not much of a gambler. Alaska's not a bad place to take those odds. I mean, Rebecca, I don't think that's a bad spot to take those odds, right?
I don't know. It depends on what category you're in and where the categories above you are located.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know if I want to be.
But she doesn't know where they're located because you're just bidding on a balcony. So. But you're. Wow. Yeah, because I think it's just a balcony. It's not. Well, it might be a balcony and a deluxe balcony, but yeah.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. Greg, you never bid because you like to pick our cabin beforehand and know where the room is. Of course, that's us. That's us, and that's what we like to do with all of our clients. We want you guys to know where you're going to be, and we want to know where you're going to be. We want to make sure you're in a good spot so that you're not somewhere noisy, because there are upgraded categories. There are reasons why, seasoned cruisers don't book some of those cabins. Like if you ever notice, when you go on Virgin Voyages public site and you go ahead and price out a cabin or what, you ever notice how they're always putting you on deck 14? Because deck 14 is terrible. They made this massive overhang. And so when you're on deck 14, you basically got a roof right above your head, which is nice for the rain, but you can't really look up. It's like you really have that roof, like you can't really look up at the sky, which is kind of a bummer. But that's why.
Well, worse than that, you're likely below either the gym or the pool.
Yeah.
And gyms are not a good place to be below, because some people run really heavy on those treadmills, or they'll drop weights really heavy.
And Virgin, they're always dropping that one side. They're always dropping these really heavy things. So.
So I don't want to be below the pool deck. I don't want to be below the gym.
Yeah. And Eric did bring up that great point. A lot of times when you see the bids, other than Virgin, it's for one person. So when you see that bid is $125, it's really $250. Or if it's $500, it's really $1,000. Except for Virgin.
Yeah, and that counts. Even if you're a solo, you will pay for the two people bid. So, I mean, you got to be careful and know what you're bidding, what the actual price will end up being.
Because you will be charged automatically. It's not like, well, they're going to tell me if I win the bid. No, they're not. They will tell you that you won the bid, but after they've already charged the card. So Michael wants us to set up a hammock for you outside. I like that idea.
We do have that sky chair. I
We
just
have
need
a
to
sky
get
chair.
a frame for it.
There you go. Norma bid for an upgrade with MSC in 1. Nice. Your reserve room was in a higher deck and the upgrade was on deck 5. You loved the lower deck a lot. Oh, that's interesting. So you actually, the cabin that you were in was higher. And then when you won the bid, you actually came down, but you enjoyed being down lower. That is cool. I love it. Jen is saying it takes forever to remember the cabin number if you don't practice it in advance. That is hilarious. Oh, this is interesting. Betty said she'll never bid again. They were given a list of 6 cabins. We only bid on the cheapest cabin. The upgrade company charges for a grand suite, which cost us dearly. I remember that situation. We're not going to name the cruise line, but there was a situation, and unfortunately, it wasn't my booking, but I was able to at least get my rep involved with the whole situation. That was a weird situation. I've never heard of that happening before. I still don't understand what happened. But what happened to Betty is she bid on a particular category and they gave her like the top of the line suite and then charged her for that top of the line suite. Not at all what she bid. So that was a weird situation. I don't remember how that all ended up, Betty. I hope that ended up okay for you. Hey, Chrissy, you're such a planner. If you were to bid and win, you would be so lost.
Well, that and like when she went on her first cruise, she had 2 cabins.
Uh-huh.
If you have 2 cabins together, there is zero guarantee that both cabins will win the bid. Even if they both win the bid, there's zero guarantee that they will be anywhere near each other.
Yeah. So that's the other big thing too. If you're traveling with people, you're traveling with other folks, other cabins, you're not going to be the odds of you guys actually being anywhere as close to each other are slim to none. The odds are not in your favor. It's for being together. But that's the bidding process, and we have this conversation with almost every single client. The cruise line is automatically going to send you an email about 2 months or a month out saying, hey, we've got these other cabins. Would you like them? And, it's like, yes or no. Just remember, we put you in a place, for a reason to be in a good spot there. So that's the bidding process. And, it's still a rare occasion that you may still get an upgrade. Now, one thing you can always ask for, you can always ask at the desk when you're checking in, you can say, is there an upgrade available? And it may not be the full price. Like if it's $2,000 to upgrade to the suite, it may or may not be the full $2,000 to upgrade, but you can always ask at the terminal, is there an upgrade available? And if there is, they'll tell you what they are and then what the prices are. So that's actually better than bidding because they're actually going to tell you which cabin it is. And then you can look at it and go, yeah, I'll take it, or no, I'll just stay where I am. So always remember that's an option when you show up at the terminal to do that as well.
Quite often cruise ships are sailing pretty darn full.
Gotcha. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Betty, that didn't work out. Man, I was really hoping that was gonna work out better. Wow. Oh, that's a good point, Norma. I like that. You like the lower deck because you were able to use stairs to go to the buffet, to shopping areas, etc. It's very convenient for us. So you learned something, and that is something to always consider. It's like, where am I on the deck? Where, like, a lot of times I like to put you guys like right between the top decks and the lower decks. So it's maybe 3 to 5 decks up or 3 to 5 decks down from where you are to get to, because all of your entertainment, your dining, a lot of the specialty dining and whatnot, they're usually like 4, 5, 6, 7 somewhere, or 5, 6, 7, and 8 somewhere in there. And then you've got all the top deck stuff, at the very top. So I usually like to put you guys like halfway between those things, but sometimes being right down low. Betty, Betty, I'd love to have a conversation with you just to we never really did follow up on what happened after I put you in touch with the company. So I would actually like to follow up and find out what exactly happened. And maybe I can go back and follow up with the company and find out, why they didn't honor anything like that. So I'm sorry about that, Betty, but I would love to try to help out with that. Whoops. Jen, when you were transferred from Emerald Princess to Majestic Princess during the restart, that was stressful enough. I can't imagine an upgrade situation. Well, and that was quite a change too, though, going from Emerald up to a Royal class. So you really stepped up to a new ship there. That is a real. I tell you what, I'd take that any day, going from Emerald to that. Just like, you know, there was a lot of people really won the lottery who were booked on, I think it was the Celebrity Reflection. And then they flipped her to like 3s and 4 nights, and suddenly all of those people got on the Celebrity Beyond for the same price. Those people won the lottery. Those people really won the lottery getting on the Beyond for the price of the Reflection. That was absolutely freaking amazing, though. Oh, you lost your big aft cabin. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that, Jen.
You love an aft cabin.
I know, Jen. You know, we got to cruise again. We got to cruise again. You know, anybody who's watching this. You know, we're talking about all these great cabins and everything. I don't even have the graphic up here yet. Let me get this graphic. Come with us. Come with us on the Sun Princess. Jen, you know, we met you on Princess. We met you. All I remember is the Super Bowl. We watched the Super Bowl together. It was the Panama Canal. We were on the Island Princess. Jen, you should come on the Sun Princess with us. And anybody who's watching this, come on the Sun Princess with us.
She was keeping you company outside on that ship when we went all the way through the canal.
Yeah, I know.
Inside trying not to pass out.
I know. But, you know, oh, yeah. Jen, I talked you into that aft balcony and then you lost it. I know. The aft balconies are just, those are my absolute favorite cabins on any ship is the balcony right on the aft. And now the cruise lines have gotten smart. They're more expensive than everything else on the ship. Now they're like, oh, we can charge a lot more for those and just call them sunset balconies or sunset suites. So yeah, it's just really funny. But yeah, anybody watching this, you know, if you want to come cruise with us, we would love to have you come. We plus or minus 40 people are on that cruise right now. The brand new Sun Princess. Now she's getting a little bit of negative press because let's admit, she wasn't really ready for her close-up yet when they released her. Honestly, they should not have released her. They should have just canceled a few more cruises because when the entertainment's not ready, that's not really fair to everybody who's on board. But by October, we fully expect everything will be working and up and running.
Yeah, I think before the med season is over, it will be.
Yeah, it'll be fully up and running.
Yeah.
But come join us on the Sun Princess if you can, and I'll talk about some of our other. I will be talking about some other things, and Chrissy wants me to talk her husband into coming on the Alaska cruise. Sure, I can totally do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Where is it? Here it is. See, we were so late getting ready. I didn't even have my graphics ready for tonight. But hey, Brian, are you watching right now? Brian, look, we're going to Alaska in June of 2025. And if anybody here is watching and wants to come with us, 12 ports, 12 nights, 8 ports, it's going to be absolutely freaking amazing. Absolutely amazing. So if anybody wants to come, anybody wants to join us on this one, it's going to be great. Macrina, I'm not going to allow the cruise line to spend my money, and I am not knowing or approving what I'm buying. Carnival offers upgrades, but you know what your cabin numbers are to choose from. Well, that's good. I'm glad they have the cabin numbers. I mean,
yeah, I do remember that from when we decided against it because we were had 3 cabins together, and the cabin they were offering wasn't really that much different. So we decided to keep all our 3 cabins together. Yeah, we did. And then Greg got an aft normal balcony for your upcoming Beyond cruise. I love it. And Betty, I'm telling you, the Sun Princess. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to meet everybody. We're going to meet so many people. That was so much fun during Thanksgiving that we finally got to meet so many of y'all that we get to talk to, you know, only this way. And it's just so nice to see everybody. So, hey, Brian heard me. Brian, I'm telling you, y'all, if you go into the links of this show right now, there is a link directly to that cruise, the Alaska cruise. There's a rather large spider over here.
There's a rather large spider over here. Where? I can't see him. Oh, I see him. There he is. Well, go kill him.
I'm not. That's your job. I'm enough of a girl.
Okay, next question of the night. Whose job is it to kill the spiders? Is it the man or the woman? I don't know. I thought this was an equal opportunity world now. So yeah,
It's equal.
just tell him to wait because I'm live on TV. I can't do anything about it
know.
right now, hon. So you keep an eye on him. Live television, you never know what's going to happen. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Oh, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Boo. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Boo. Boo. I'm not happy with these. I'm not happy with the answers I'm seeing, people.
I can only kill insects that aren't large enough to make squishy noises. That one looks large enough that it'll make a squish noise.
Fine. All right, let's get on to the next. Let's get on to the.
There you go. That makes sense. It's the person with the bigger shoe.
Yeah, there you go.
Your shoes are bigger than mine.
There you go. There you go. Where did I move that? Well, there's spider. We're in Florida. What isn't down here? We've got everything. We got spiders. We got alligators. We got snakes. We got them all. We got all these little lizards too. Tons and tons and tons of little lizards out there too that are actually a lot of fun. Okay, next question. Moving on for tonight, talking about all these upcharges and are they worth it? Let's talk about these quote unquote all-inclusive packages that are out there. The one that we talk about a lot is Princess Plus. It is a package that gives you a lot of things on there. But let's talk about some of these and are they really worth getting? What do you get for them? The first one I'm going to talk about is Norwegian's Free at Sea package. And this one gives you the unlimited open bar, which is select premium drinks and cocktails for $15 and a variety of beer and wine. Gives you a specialty dining package where you get 1 to 3 meals, depending on the type of cabin and the length of the cruise. You get $50 off every shore excursion for the first person in the cabin. And then you get basic Wi-Fi 150 minutes for the first 2 people with no streaming. So let's talk about that particular package. Is that particular package worth it? Keeping in mind that the drinks package does not include coffee. I'm going to say absolutely it is worth it because in order to get this package, all you've got to do is pay for the gratuities for the drinks and the meals. On a 1-week cruise, it comes to about $165 per person. The ultimate drinks package for Norwegian is $109, and I'm blanking on whether that's 100. Is that 109 a day or 109? Wait, I'm going to go grab it. I have it down here.
I agree. It does depend a lot on the person. Like if you were an absolute teetotaler, it wouldn't make sense.
So the unlimited open bar package is $109 per day per person. And you can get everything I just mentioned for about $165 for the week. So even if all you did was drink soda and mocktails, it would almost work out. And the free specialty meal.
Yeah, but I will say with Norwegian, you do have the option to decline. You can do just the meal.
Mm-hmm.
You could do the free at sea and decline the drinks if you don't want to.
You can swap it out for something else. You absolutely can. So yeah, I like that. Becky, in your opinion, there's no flat answer about a package. It's based on individual habits, coffee, mixed drinks, wine, using Wi-Fi, etc. For you, Princess Plus is worth it. We're going to talk about Princess Plus next. I think Princess Plus is worth it for about 95% of the people out there.
I might go 80%, 85%.
95% of the people out there. Yeah, we booked you in a sunset balcony on the Celebrity Silhouette. I know, I'm so excited. Jen, you did the equivalent of Princess Plus. It had a different name, paid 30th premium, but it was nice to not have to balance your stateroom checkbook, so to speak. No, I get that. Wow, I'm like way out of focus. Hello, camera, up here. There you go. Hello. By
the way, I lost track of the spider, so.
Oh, no.
And we're not talking, when I said a rather large, I'm not talking like tarantula size.
No,
like,
it wasn't that big.
Like, the body of him's.
We'll find him. Don't worry. I'll hunt him down because you all said it's the man's job to hunt him down. I will hunt him down. Don't you worry. Hey,
and if I'm going to have insects in the house, I'd rather it be a spider than a cockroach.
So let's see. You did the premium package on the last Princess Alaska. You liked it, but it would have been better with just the Plus. Oh, now that's a good discussion right there. So Princess Plus, camera. Hello, camera. Up here, camera. Camera, focus. There we go. So Princess Plus, Wi-Fi, crew appreciation, plus beverage package, all drinks up to $15, including specialty coffee. You get 2 premium desserts per day. You get the unlimited juice bar. You get 2 fitness classes for the cruise. You get 2 casual dining meals. You get Ocean Now delivery, which is basically room service anywhere on the ship. They waive the $15 delivery charge for the first one, and they waive the room service delivery charges to your room. Plus, you get the Ocean Medallion delivered to your house instead of paying $10.
Sorry. Nurse Tara's, the spider heard us.
Oh, yeah. There you go. So, and then the premium, the premier is another $40 per day for the cabin. And the big things that adds, it adds 2 specialty meals. It does up your drinks package. And then it also gives you reserved seating in the theater.
And it ups your Wi-Fi too. You
get up your
4
Wi-Fi
devices.
Yeah,
I think per
4
person.
devices. So the Plus probably works for most people, and then for some, that Premier not being all that much more expensive, especially if you want to eat gelato every single day, as much gelato as you want, it's not a bad deal.
Though I can understand where in Alaska it might not be worth it because you're off the ship a lot.
Yeah, you're going to be off the ship a lot. But so the Princess Plus is $60 a day per person, so it's $120 a day for the cabin for all of those features that I mentioned. And basically, the way we try to calculate that out, if you're going to get a drinks package, then you definitely want to get the Plus. If you're getting the Wi-Fi, you're more than halfway there, because remember, it includes the crew gratuities, which is really, really nice. Now, Norwegian's Free at Sea did not. But Princess does. Princess is one of the only packages that does include the gratuity. So that's a really nice feature of the Princess Plus, and one of the reasons why we do recommend it to everybody, because it really is a nice package with the drinks, especially with the specialty coffees included. So the spider, you guys are so freaking funny. The Celeste, you did, that's right, you did the Plus on your Caribbean Princess last spring. The specialty desserts were over the top, right? Really good dessert. I got to say, Princess has some of the best main dining room and some of the best buffet food out there, at least in my opinion, especially on the Sky Princess. When we were on the Sky Princess recently, it was absolutely freaking amazing. Absolutely amazing. So that's Princess Plus. Now, Celebrity has a package that you really got to think about. However, what Celebrity is starting to do, they're really jacking up the prices on their Wi-Fi and drinks package, kind of forcing you to go for the for their 2-pack. Now they have a 2-pack, and it is all drinks up to $10 per drink, and then the basic Wi-Fi package, no gratuities. It used to have gratuities, and then they got rid of the gratuities on this package. It can be pricey, and especially if you're only going to get one or the other, like if you don't care about the Wi-Fi or you don't care about the drinks, then probably don't want to do the full package, just get the thing a la carte. It is a little expensive to go up there. I think that Celebrity 2-pack only works for some people, doesn't work for everybody. But if you want both Wi-Fi and the drink package, then you definitely go with the 2-pack because it's cheaper than getting them a la carte. They've kind of done that with the package now. And then we've got a couple of cruise lines here that are basically, they're not all inclusive, but they cost more to get on the ship, but they have more in them already included. So then you kind of have to weigh, well, how much does it cost me to go on Princess, go on Celebrity, go on Royal Caribbean, go on anybody, and add all of these things in that I'm just getting up front, and does the cost kind of mesh out? And of course, first of all, I'm going to mention is Virgin Voyages, because all of your meals, your gratuities, your Wi-Fi, and your soft drinks, they are all rolled into the cruise fare. That's it. It's automatic. You're going to get that. Plus, they have group exercise classes, which are really nice. It's a really nice thing on the ship to be able to do that. And so it does cost more, but you get all those things rolled in. And if you didn't see my TikTok today, shame on you. I actually meant to put it over here on YouTube as well. But they just announced a summer season pass on the Scarlet Lady. You can sail for 4 weeks, starting at $99.90 for 2 people in the cabin, and you get Rockstar benefits for sailing in a Central Sea Terrace. You sail for 4 weeks, 1 month, for $99.90 for 2 people in a central sea terrace balcony. And you're going to get the upgraded Wi-Fi. You get to use Richard's rooftop. You get the services of the Rockstar agents. You get wash and fold laundry. There's you just get so much. Oh, you get the coffee, the $10 of coffee a day. You get 1 bottle of champagne. So if any of you got time, this is June, July, August, and September this year. So if you can go to the Mediterranean this year for a month, and you want to hang out on the Scarlet Lady for a month for under 10 grand.
It's a sweet deal.
That's 2 people. It's $24.98 a week. I mean, that's as cheap as Virgin Voyages has been.
You can't even hardly get an interior for that price on Virgin anymore.
Seriously, the central sea terraces are starting around $3,500 to $4,000 these days. So they're offering, if any of y'all got time this summer and you just want to go hang out on the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady for a month, cruising around the Mediterranean, $99.90.
They're throwing in that premium Wi-Fi for a reason, so people can work from the ship if they have to.
That's the whole idea. They want you to be able to work from the ship. So yeah. Eric, oh yeah, that's right. You always get that premium plus. Whoops. Get that on there. You always get the premium plus beverage package on NCL. It's worth it for you. You try to get all the premium liquors that you can't afford at home. I love that. That's a great point, Eric. I love it. And Eric is wearing a righteous hat right there. I don't have my, I got to go get my hat for one of these episodes. I used to wear it all the time. But I love the hat, Eric, and I can't wait to meet you on the Aqua. Eric is coming on our Norwegian Aqua cruise in May of 2025, and I cannot wait to meet you there. I'm so glad you found us, Eric. I really am. I'm so glad all of you found us. I can't thank you all enough. We just moved into our new rental home. That's why everything's kind of discombobulated here right now. And we've got a bigger office, which is fabulous. We're still putting things together. I'm still behind on some things, trying to catch up. So I apologize to anybody who's waiting on us to get you something. We're getting it. We're still pretty backed up. We were offline completely for 4 days. So we're getting back online as quickly as we possibly can. Going even higher on the all-inclusive, Oceania and Viking. Yeah, you're going to pay more. But I got to tell you, Oceania prices really well against Princess, Celebrity, Virgin, and Holland America. They price really well against those 4 cruise lines, especially as you step up into the higher balcony categories, mini suites, and certainly the suites, because Oceania includes all the food. And you guys have heard me talk about this. I got lobster for lunch and dinner because I could. It was there every night at the buffet. Lobster, shrimp, sirloin steak, catch of the day, and lamb chops made to order. That was just on the buffet. And then the main dining room, the grand dining room, was better than just about every specialty dining restaurant I'd ever been to. Plus, you get champagne, wine, and more with lunch and dinner, the soft drinks and the specialty coffee included, the Wi-Fi included. The shore excursions, you get up to $1,200 in shore excursion credit. So up to the first $1,200 in shore excursions on them. And they also, if you want, you can get free economy airfare and free transfers from the airport to either your hotel in the ship or to the ship and back. That can be rolled right into the fare as well. So again, Oceania, you're like, wow, that's going to be really, really expensive. But once we started pricing them out, we're like, this is not much more expensive than going on some of these other cruise lines. But then you look at everything that's included. You know, Rebecca and I went on the ship. I don't really think we spent a dime. Well, alcohol, that was it. I bought a couple of cocktails. That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the meals were free. Everything was free. So, yeah, it was all included. So, and then Viking, Ocean, and River, they include one shore excursion in every location. And if you go Viking Ocean, there's no such thing as an interior or an ocean view. They're all balconies. Even the lowest quality cabin is a balcony. It might be a French balcony where the door just opens and you don't step outside, but you've still got fresh air. You can open it up and see that. So, I mean, we're starting to look at Viking now. We're starting to sell more Oceania for sure. We're selling a lot more Oceania because the value is really there. And of course, that is who we're going to Alaska on. Only 1,250 passengers on this one. It's going to be amazing. And one of the things I can't wait for is to go to Icy Strait Point and get to experience that zip line that Stephanie did, you know, on her thing when her eyes just went as the door opened up. I don't know what's going to happen to me when those doors open up. I'm probably going to scream all the way down the thing. I don't know. Rebecca will not be on there with me.
And it's not because I don't like the zip line, but it's just...
it's an intense zip line.
Well, plus it looked like there was a fair amount of uphill walking from where the tram up to the mountain let off, and where you have to go to catch.
I have to make sure that I wear like this bright neon coat or something so that you'll know I'm coming. You know, you'll see me coming down the hill. I can't wait to do that. So yeah, so if any of y'all want to go on this one, we got a really nice group of folks going on here. Again, only 1,250 passengers. We're going to be on it for 12 nights round trip out of Seattle. It's got to be amazing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So, that's the all-inclusive. Now, always the hot topic. The hot topic is the drinks package. Are they worth it? Are they worth it? Oh my gosh, man! I have more discussions about this.
Pretty much, and this is a very personal thing, but I can pretty much guarantee you there is not, other than the Princess Plus, because it includes other things.
Yeah.
There is not a drink package out there that is worth it for me. I don't drink specialty coffees. I don't really drink soda, maybe the occasional ginger ale, or when Royal Caribbean has the freestyle machines, I can get the Powerade, other things besides soda. Exactly. I don't drink alcohol really. I'm okay without mocktails. I'll drink them if I can get them, but I'm okay without it.
Right.
It almost never makes sense for me personally.
So a lot of people, you know, the big argument that I hear from people is, well, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. You don't really have to think about it. I mean, you give the card or you hit the thing with your wrist, and what is there to think about?
I think a lot of people too are remembering back to when you used to have to sign
you always had to sign a thing and all that.
I can't remember anybody who does that anymore.
I don't know if anybody does anymore. I honestly don't.
So you don't even have
Norwegian, I think, did on the Escape.
Did they?
I think I had to do it on the Escape. But so what? So what? What's the big deal? So you know, we always say do the math. Is it going to work out for you guys to actually go ahead and get that drinks package? Because they're kind of expensive.
We're talking doing math. It's not hard math.
Not hard, just addition and subtraction. And all you have to do is just Google Carnival bar menu, Royal Caribbean bar menu, Royal Caribbean coffee menu, you know, so-and-so coffee menu. And you can start to do the math. Like, how many coffees are you going to have a day if the coffee is included in the package? How many cocktails do you think you're going to have a day? How many beers do you think you're going to have a day? And you can just add it up.
And you really need to add it for both adults in the cabin, too. So if one of them doesn't drink and the other one does, the other one's going to have to drink even more to make it worth it.
Right. So just as some examples, so I looked them up before I came on the show tonight. Carnival is running about $77 per person per day for cruises that are 6 nights or longer. For 3 to 5 nights, it's running about $89 per day per person. And then the bottomless bubbles is about $12 per person. So at, let's just say $77 a day, that's what, $148, something like that. No, $154 a day, something like that. And then at $89 is like $200 a day you're pushing for your drinks. That's a lot to spend on a drinks package. Royal Caribbean is running $55 to $105 per day per person. So you're pushing $210 a day. Excuse me, for the drink package, where the refreshment package runs about $29 a day. MSC just has the most confusing array of drink package. So if you're going to get the drink package on MSC, look carefully at what's included.
And where you can use it.
Yeah, because you can't use them all everywhere, but they have the easy package, the easy plus package, the premium extra package, and they run from $49 per person up to $88 per person per day. Again, you got to look at them carefully to see A, what they include, and B, where you can use them. So as an example, when we went on the Carnival Mardi Gras, Rebecca and I opted not to get a drink package at all. First of all, she just said the drink package doesn't work for her. It's not going to work. me, I love my coffee, and I like to have a couple of good cocktails every day. I don't just drink just to drink. When I drink, I want to have a nice cocktail. And I found the Fortune Teller bar, which I thought was going to be a gimmick. It turned out to be a great bar. So without even trying, people are like, well, I don't want to think about it. I didn't think about it. I just kept getting drinks. I got coffee. I got my cocktails. I got everything. And we spent under $400 for the entire week. And it is $77 a day per person.
Well, at the time, it wasn't even that.
No, it was around $60 a day.
No, I think it actually was around $52.
Something like that. And it was still like around $800, $700, $800 is what we would have spent. And we spent less than $400 without even thinking about it. Okay. So for all y'all who say, well, I don't want to think about it. I didn't think about it. I just got drinks as much as I wanted to. And we still came out half of the drinks package. So when you don't think about it, you could just be giving the cruise line all kinds of money that you could be spending on other things, like another cruise,
an excursion, a really nice excursion,
a really nice meal, a chef table dinner at $100 per person. Go do that instead. Whoops. So Nurse Tara, no drink package is worth it for you. I couldn't drink enough to make it worth it. So again, if it doesn't, it doesn't work.
Yeah, for most, on most lines, the drink package, usually you're gonna have to drink at least 5 to 6 alcoholic beverages every day per person,
which sometimes isn't all that hard to spread it out over the course of the day. But
if you're like me, who drinks like 2 drinks every 6 months,
so Jen remembers having things charged to your account that weren't yours in the past. Yep, exactly. And you definitely have to weigh. You got to do the math. It's just the math. Carnival Legend made you sign for every drink. Okay, that's interesting. So Carnival still did it.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've actually ordered a drink.
Yeah, and Eric said the NCL Premium Plus does include the Starbucks, and that is the actual Starbucks. So you are absolutely correct about that. That's about the only thing. And what's nice about that, and what Eric is bringing up there, is that you can upgrade from the free at sea up to the premium, and that's a heck of a lot cheaper than actually buying that premium drink package. So even if you want the premium drink package, take the free at sea and then upgrade, because it's a heck of a lot cheaper to do that upgrade, what Eric is doing right there. So Eric's going to be getting me Starbucks on the Aqua while we're there.
I think, oh yeah, because we don't have that. We just have the regular.
We do. So Norma says, I
don't think it's worth it. I think we did the math on the upgrading.
I am so worth it to get the upgrade for the Starbucks, Rebecca.
Yeah, but I also,
if I step on that spider, you can go ahead and get me the upgrade. First, I got to find it. Who knows where it is now? But anyway, right? You will agree with me that if I kill the spider, then she will have to go ahead and get me that drinks upgrade.
It's not that big a spider.
Oh, so we got to wait for a bigger spider to come in, then it's worth it. Okay, gotcha. Eric, NCL free at sea drink package, even upgraded to the Premium Plus, is significantly discounted when you're only paying for the gratuities. Exactly. You could be saving well over $1,500. Absolutely correct, because you're not paying for that drinks package. You're just simply paying for the gratuities on top. It is a great deal.
Which does kind of make
Jen says we need to weigh the price against the spider. So yeah. Maybe I will just capture the spider and leave it in the bedroom next to her all night and see.
I have been known, if you're not around, I have been known to, capture the spider and set it free outside. I won't kill it, but I will set him free sometimes. This
is just so funny. Anybody tuning in now going, I thought this was a cruise show. What are we talking about spiders for? You should have been here earlier. When I was in focus, I'm just like so out of hello camera. What are you doing, camera? The camera is just really loving the backdrop so much. It's like, I just want to focus on that.
Maybe it's trying to give you a soft filter effect.
Make me look better, because I'm getting this. This face is just not working anymore. But I do look better blurry. So I guess I'll just stay blurry, because that's what the camera wants to do. So actually, what it is it's so bright back there, and the camera focuses on the brightest thing. So it's very bright back there. I bet if I get in front of the thing, no. Anyway, just enjoy the Symphony of the Sea balcony from behind me. That, again, if you tuned in late, that is the view from our junior suite on the Symphony of the Seas back there. So yay. Okay, what is the next topic? Next topic up for bid. Ooh, this is a fun one. And I'm going to be the first to say, yes, I have. You go to the spa, and then once your spa treatment is over, they're like, hey, we got all this stuff for you. Camera, hello. And, oh, Jesus, still. Once you're done with the treatment, your haircut, your spa service, whatever. And then they're like, oh, we got all this product that we want to sell you. And have any of you walked away? The spa itself, hey, that's up to you. If you want to spend the money on the spa service, I'm not going to question anything on the spa services, because I have heard some wonderful things about those massages and some of the other services they do. But have you been that person who, oh yeah, I'll take one of these, I'll take one of those, I'll take 3 of those, and it's like you walk out with $500 and you're like, what the heck just happened? And of course, those same products on Amazon are like $50.
I'll say, I do remember, I have a friend who, his mother, she treated her mom to some spa services. She wasn't with her when this was happening. Yeah. And her mother's first language is not English, and her English is fairly limited. And she got talked into several $100s worth of products that she really did not need.
No.
I was like, yeah, that's just wrong.
Yeah, Chuck, there's something about the laws in Texas. I'm trying to remember what the law is in Texas.
Yeah, they have to pay. It depends on the drink package, and it depends on the alcohol. They can only sell while they're in Texas waters. They can only sell alcohol that has paid the Texas liquor taxes. So some cruise lines will have certain alcohol that they've bought, which has paid the taxes, so they can sell that alcohol. Some cruise lines just don't even bother and will not make your drink package available until after you get out of Texas waters.
Right.
And there's some weird rules about bringing liquor back into Texas too. Yeah. It's frankly, it's just a mess.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess. So that's why some cruise lines are like, you can buy all the alcohol you want. We're just not going to give you the drink package until you get out of here. So yeah, it is weird. Cindy is a sucker for the spa purchases. I mean, I came back, I got my hair cut, I had all this great stuff, and Rebecca's like, really? You bought all that stuff? Really? You did, huh? Okay, good.
Well, you did use it.
I did use it, and it lasted a very long time. Mm-hmm. So I used it all. It took a while, but I did use it all.
Yes, they did take advantage of her.
Yeah. And Jen, if you want to spend more money at spa, you book additional services and buy those things. Yeah, and I've heard a lot of great things. Pretty much all of the cruise lines, there's like 2 companies that run all those spas. So, and a lot of people don't even realize that. They think it's a cruise line. It's not. There's like 2 specific companies that run the spas.
Steiner and what's the other one?
I mean, part of it is just because, they can provide the services. The other part is a liability too, because if something were to happen in the spas, that company is liable for whatever. I mean, you can go after the cruise line if you want to, but then the cruise line is going to point right back to that company and hold them liable for whatever might have happened in there. So yeah, so some of that is liability. So yeah, Nurse Sarah wasn't right, but she ended up taking everything back, right?
I don't know what happened, honestly, about that part. But,
yeah, some of those people are really pushy.
And she was
really pushy.
She was also older too, so they really did take advantage of her.
They should not have taken advantage of her. but yeah.
I have heard that the spas on Virgin are much less pushy with these upsells. Yeah,
because I mean, I don't know why, because you would think that they would be upselling like crazy, especially since they know that so many people have $600 in silver that they would really be pushing that to sell that stuff. But yeah, and it's funny. What's really funny is we haven't even really explored the spas yet in the ladyship. So maybe in June.
It's kind of not really my thing.
Yeah. But in June, maybe, because we're going back on the Valiant Lady, we're going to be with the whole big Ben and David group. So maybe that's actually going to be a cruise that I think I'm finally going to actually get to relax, because Ben and David are taking care of all the stuff, whatever's happening on the ship. That's them. I'm getting everybody on the ship. I got everybody organized. I got you all booked. got everybody coming to Miami, getting all your plans ready. Then once we get on the ship, it's the Ben and David show. So I'm actually going to enjoy the show with everybody else.
Although I will say I hear very mixed reviews about the spas on Virgin.
Yeah. Well, they're small. They are very small, too.
Yeah, that is part of the problem.
Yeah.
And apparently the changing rooms, while they have individual stalls, they're co-ed. And a lot of people don't care for that. Yeah. Oh, it's cheeky Virgin thing. And Greg, 97 days, but who's counting? Going to be your first cruise on VB. That is so nice. Virgin is, they are an interesting cruise line. People love them. People hate them. I have a love-hate relationship with their technology. That's what, Last night you were cursing them.
When you stay up to midnight and you want to book reservations for a dear client, you want to get all their dining reservations, and then the system locks you out and you can't get back in until 9 o'clock the next morning, you do a little cursing. For those of you who know how wonderful the Virgin Voyages app is, booking engine that we use, it's just slightly better than that. But as a cruise line, they're amazing, but their technology, I have a real love-hate relationship. So yeah, I can't wait to see you on board, Greg. I can't wait to see everybody on board. But I'm just going to I'm going to stay out of y'all's way. Y'all are going to have a great time with Ben and David. Everybody keeps asking me, what have they got planned? What have they got planned? They've got stuff planned. I've been privy to a little bit of it, but I have no idea what the full schedule is. You're going to learn. You're going to get to see it. It can be a big surprise. It's going to be fun. All I know what I am doing, Rebecca introduced me to CJ.
DJ's Clam Shack.
DJ's Clam Shack in Key West. That's the one thing I absolutely know that I am doing. I'm walking back there and getting me another half of a lobster roll because Rebecca's going to have the other half. And I'm getting a basket of clams again. Oh, my God. The fried clams, it took me right back to Howard Johnson. Oh, they were so good. We
were so full, we never even got to a key lime pie.
I know. I didn't even get to all the places with the official sign. This is where the key lime pie was made. So, yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait to get back to Key West and see everything down there.
That little fun trolley thing looks kind of amusing.
Yeah, there's a cute little trolley that pulls you around. So who knows? We might do some really goofy stuff because, we're just going to have time just to hang around and have a good time. But anyway, so that's the spa. That's the spa. By the way, you guys have seen me using this water bottle. This is, I'm getting ready. I am going on the Margaritaville Islander. I don't have it booked yet, but this is the official Parrot Head water bottle that Margaritaville at Sea gave me. So I am really excited about this I'm really excited about the new direction that Margaritaville is going. We will have them on this show at some point. Now I can't get this open. There we go. But Margaritaville at Sea is going to be coming on the show. They're a whole new direction with this company. They're finally doing things right. I think Margaritaville at Sea is going to be a great group cruise ship. I really do. The new Islander, I think it's going to be a great ship for groups to come on and have a good time for sure. But yeah, Nurse Tara, oh man, I wish you were coming on the cruise, man. I would totally take you. And if anybody who's going on that Ben and David group cruise wants to come with us. Or
going on a cruise that stops in Key West.
If you're going, so it's super easy. It's on the main drag. What is it called? Duval Street? Yeah. So it's on it. So the ship docks, you come off the ship, you get onto Duval Street, you just start walking down Duval Street. It's going to be on your left. You're going to walk further than you think you have to, probably. You're going to go past Sushi's Shoe where they drop. Oh, actually, probably the shoe won't be hanging up at that point. But where they drop sushi on New Year's Eve, you're going to walk past that place. But if you're going to Key West, you just get on Wall Street and just start walking. It's going to be on your left side, eventually, a DJ's Clam Shack. And when they say a shack, they mean a shack. It's just like 6 seats up against the sidewalk. And in fact, it was hilarious because I was sitting there eating my clams, and this guy comes walking around, and either he smelled them or something, and we just started talking, and he's from New York. And at the same time, we said, it reminds me of Howard Johnson. And we laughed. And I'm like, here, take some. Oh, my God. It was just so much fun doing that. So I'm getting a basket of clams, and I'm going to get a lobster roll in Key West.
Instead of taking candy from strangers, he was taking clams.
I was giving away clams to strangers. It was fun. I love food. I love sharing food. Anybody who's been with me for any length of time, I love to share. When I eat something that's good, I'm like, hey, you got to try this. You got to try this. So I love doing that. So when you hang around with me, that's what happens. And like, I got a bunch of you coming on the Sun Princess with us. I got you coming on the Norwegian Aqua. And that's just this is why I like to get together with you guys, because, you know, then we kind of share things. We break bread together. We go get on adventures together. Just going to have some fun.
I know you really want to do that butcher's thing on the Sun Princess.
I really want to do Dario's Butcher's Cut or whatever, whatever that is called. I can't remember. Is the Norwegian one that we're going to? Yes, we're going to Puerto Plata. So May 31st, I talked about it earlier when Eric was talking. We're going on a Norwegian Aqua, and that one is going to Puerto Plata. I really want to go do that mudding again. So if anybody wants to get muddy, like really muddy, wants to come with me, let's get really, 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 really muddy. That could be a lot of fun. Yes, Nerd Chat. You know what I love too? I love the local eateries, but I really love finding the local coffee shops too. You know, Starbucks is fine and dandy, but I love it when I go into some of these small places and you find a really cool, like, small coffee shop. The weirder, the better, I think. But that's what I really love. I really love going around and doing that. And I will gladly spend money on a good meal. Like, I look at these people spending $200 on the Empire Supper Club on Royal Caribbean. I look at what they're eating. I'm like, yeah, I would do that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I love to find, you know, like the little taco trucks or, well, one of my favorite things to do in New York City is to go find a halal truck. As soon as I get in New York City, I'll go find a halal truck. I'll get some meat wrapped in some sort of a wrap. I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be whatever it is they're making. But that's like one of my favorite things to do is like, what, $5, $10 on the street. Love that kind of stuff. So
soft pretzel for me.
Yeah, soft pretzel. Those are always good. And of course, chestnuts in the wintertime. Love the roasted chestnuts out of New York City. I love New York City so much. We'll have to do, you know, it would be fun just to do a trip in New York. Just to go to New York. Just forget a cruise. Let's just go to New York. That would be a lot of fun. I would love to do that. Actually had a couple more things to talk about, but, you know, we've been going for about an hour, and typically we try to wrap this up about 9 on these evenings. And again, I apologize that if you tuned in to see Carnival tonight, I apologize that Bentley's not available. Her schedule changed, so she was not available to join us tonight. Hey, Scott, how are you? So Bentley will be here at some point. We're going to talk about Carnival. We're going to talk about Celebration Key. We're going to talk about Gwen Stefani. We're going to talk about all kinds of fun stuff. And the fact that Celebration Key is already getting an expansion, they haven't even finished it yet. It's already getting an expansion, so I can't wait. Can't wait for that. So one more time, if you want to come sail with us, we would absolutely love to have you come sail with us. And for a very limited time, we just restarted the 15% off on the Norwegian Aqua. The prices are a little bit higher than people who got in first. They got the best pricing. Prices are a little bit higher, but they're still 15% off the current published price out there. If you want to come on the Norwegian Aqua, there's a brand new ship. It's going to be out for about a month.
It's only certain categories.
Hoping it comes out on time, because it's only going to be out for a month. When we get to her,
well, it's not the first of its class.
It is not the first in its class. No, it's the first one getting the water slide, but the rest of the ship pretty much the same. So we've got one interior category and we've got one balcony category that are 15% off on this ship. Rebecca and I will be there. We definitely want to meet you. If you want to come to Alaska, if you've not been to Alaska, or maybe you haven't been there in a while, in 2025, this is basically all inclusive. So I told you earlier that Oceana, they give you your meals, your Wi-Fi, the soft drinks, the specialty coffee. We're going to have, I think, $800, $600 shore excursion credit. It
depends on when you booked. Currently, I think if you book now, I think it's $600 for the cabin. And if you book a balcony, a veranda, or higher, you will get prepaid gratuities and you will get the drink package upgrade. So without that drink package upgrade, you get beer, wine, champagne with lunch and dinner. But with the upgrade, you can get cocktails and drinks pretty much anytime you want. And the prepaid gratuities are so it's a little over $1,200 of a value for 2 people in a cabin if you get a veranda or higher on this particular cruise. So 12 nights. We're going to have the 4th of July in Alaska. That's going to be kind of cool. I think we're going to be in Sitka or Skagway, one of those two for the 4th of July. That's going to be kind of cool. I'm going to be really enjoying that.
And then, of course, in October, man, this one has been so popular because everybody wants to see this ship. I cannot wait to see this ship in person. I'm so excited because we have so many different kinds of cabins booked on the ship. We're planning to do a cabin crawl. I'm going to get with everybody who's on the ship and say, hey, let's make a plan to go visit each other's cabins. We're going to have a cove balcony, which if you're looking at that picture, let's see, right there, right below the lifeboats, those are the cove balconies. So we're going to have one of those right down by the waterline. I could go fishing, but I won't because I don't want to be banned from Princess for life because I would really like to keep cruising on them. But yeah, so we would love to have you come join us.
Particularly would love it if somebody, book a suite because we don't have any suites for our cabin crawl yet.
Yeah, we don't have a suite yet for the cabin crawl, so we need somebody to book a suite for the cabin crawl. That would just be a lot of fun.
Someone just help us out here.
Yeah. And this one's going to be Princess Keys, San Juan, St. Thomas. We're planning to do probably a group excursion. San Juan is like 14 hours, a very long stop. So we're thinking about doing there's actually a ghost tour that they're willing to do for us because we can do it and still make it back to the ship on time. Now, it won't be dark yet. So it won't be actually it might be dark. It's going to be October. So there might be a ghost tour. There might be a food tour. And then if we don't do the food tour in San Juan, we could always do the food tour in St. Thomas as well. So we are planning to do at least one group excursion on all of these cruises. On the Oceania one in Alaska, we're gonna get in touch with Harv and Marv, our favorite guys up in Skagway, to do a whale watching tour with them because they're just fabulous. If anybody's going to Alaska, going to Skagway, Harv and Juneau. They're in Juneau. So if you're going to Juneau, to Alaska, Harv and Marv, they are the only whale watching company you should be going out with. They are absolutely amazing. So, folks, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Sunday morning, we'll be back. Probably going to be sitting outside unless it's raining. We'll be sitting back out there in that patio. I hope you're kind of liking the new looks and stuff. We're kind of playing with things here. We're trying to build a set, actually, over on the other side over there. So I hope you're enjoying the new looks. I know we're behind on some of y'all who have been asking us to do things because we were completely offline for 4 days and we're trying to catch up. But we will get caught up very, very shortly. So I thank you so much for your patience. For those of you who are waiting for packages from us, we really try to put a lot of effort into everything, make sure that we're giving you the best vacation. So we appreciate your patience as we work through some things. And for everybody out there, thank you so very much for tuning in tonight. We'll be back on Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. right here and on TikTok for about an hour and a half. And of course, next Thursday night, working on getting somebody here. I got a really cool contact at Virgin Voyages that I've been trying to get on the show for a while, and I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks we're going to get him on here. He's a really cool dude that I think y'all will enjoy meeting. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. Really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your evening wherever you are. We'll see you Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and then right back here next Thursday. Of course, if we can help you in any way, where'swaltertravel.com. Our services are 100% free to you. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Have a great evening. We'll see you soon.